Hey everyone! So we are all gearing up to pick out our December daily goodies for this year. So I thought it would be fun to do a walkthrough of my December daily for 2017. I did do a walkthrough on IGTV, but I have not done one for YouTube. So I thought I would do one here and give you a little walkthrough of what I've done for this album. The album is absolutely bulging, as you can see. It is all the way to almost to where you open it, which to me means I may need 2 albums. I probably keep saying that, but. So I open with just a collection of stuff, stars and this that I had left over, a chipboard, a little die cut. And then I go into my reason why. I did this digitally, and then I think I added the papers later on. Yeah, I added the papers. So a reason why, and then I made a list of stuff that we normally do during December, and then I kind of just crossed them off. And then we usually start shortly after Christmas. We start our traditions, and that usually starts with an ornament picking out at Target. This was actually the first year that we did this. So we had a cute little picture of them. And then I got this idea for pre-December stories. I don't remember, I think it was Laura from the creative team for aliedwards. I think that's who. Then I did a 4x6, and this kicks off December 1st. My daughter doing a performance with her friend. The second I did, I think, was this a digital? Yeah, I think this was a digital card, and then digital heart, and I did just a clustering of different things. This is the tree we picked out, and then the dudes, as I call my husband and son, were able to saw it down. And then we put our hands in to say that we all agree on the tree, and then I just added in some more photos, and then the card, a digital stamp, some more photos, a 3x8 from In a Creative Bubble, and then a photo I really liked of my son and I. This was another idea from Lisa, Freckle Pickle, and hers turned out better than mine. I just didn't like how I had this sitting so high, but that's okay. The third was just little stories, so that's kind of what I went with, is just little stories, typing them out, and just black and white. And same thing here. And then I put the 3 on the back. I guess the 3 could have gone on the front, but it was whatever. And then the 4th, just having a family day, and I just included a photo of the ornaments and some more photos of making cookies. And then 5, I don't have like a big variety of numbers like a lot of people do, so I just kind of get creative. So just like I did here, this was actually a red, a red 3, but I painted it. And then this 5 is a digital, and I just painstakingly fussy cut it out. And so then I just documented a little health scare with my husband. And then I went into 6 and my kids in the leaf pile, and just a little cluster right there. And then another full page photo of them. And then just a 3x4 2 pocket to document it. And then I go into 7. Made this custom. Yeah, I made this page protector custom. I think it was a 5x7, and the way that I was going to cut it, I was going to have this gap open. So I made it closed. And then this is digital. And then 7, so lots of clustering, as you can see. I like to do that. And then 8, simple, hanging out with friends. And then 9, when we, and then this flip. And then this is 9 with my mom and the Santa train, which we've done for years and years. More photos. It's always so hard to pick out the photos and what I want to include for this tradition. And for this, I should have made this photo of my mom smaller, so that way it slide out easier. But I included a photo of my mom. I included a tab up here that said Celebrating Traditions, and then the tickets. And then I'm just gonna slide it back in. And then the back is just a collage. That's what I usually go-to. That's my go-to for when things have a lot of photos. One thing that I make sure to document is my kids during the season, just their relationship and how they interact with each other. And I don't stage it. I don't go out and try to take portraits of them, and I don't force them to get along. It's just whenever it happens, it happens. And I woke up one morning and I guess they had snuck the tablet and they were just watching. Brother was playing Minecraft and sister was watching him. They were cuddled up in a blanket and it was so sweet. So I just documented that. Not sure why that's there. So yeah, I just document their relationship and just talk about it. This was a get together with friends. I made a washi flip up. I'm not very good at it, but it works. And I also used more in a creative bubble here and a little Instax. In the back is more photos of the kids, making sure I got a photo of each kid. And then the 12th is a play we went to, so I put this first because this had more of the information. And then on the back, I just covered it with white cardstock and then included a photo of my mother-in-law who came on the field trip. And more letters painted. And then we were in a theater and the lights were kind of dark, so the photos came out kind of grainy, so I just put in black and white, and for that one too. And then later on the evening of the 12th, I went out to dinner with Casie, Cultivating Casie, and then Jen. I'll leave her their Instagram information at the bottom. And then the 13th, I just decided to include the photos from our family pictures. And I just used a bag to put that in. Once again, I made my own numbers and I made them really big, so that way it could be 13. And then on the back, I paper clipped the Christmas card from all the photos that we had. And then this was 14, and I did some artwork, and then I just did some journaling about the hard day and just not feeling good and how it was just a rough day. So I just slide that in. So yeah, I loved making. You notice with December Daily, I've talked about it before, but you just have lots of different sizes, lots of different varieties, and literally every technique that you know about in scrapbooking, you can throw it in here and it looks great. So yes, love using bags and pull out tabs and hidden things and just lots of variety. The 15th, once again, a different variety. December Daily is also somewhere I don't necessarily worry about consistency. Like if this is the only collage, digital collage with digital pictures, I don't worry about it. I just keep on going. I think that's part of the fun of December Daily, is creating something kind of different every day. You don't have to follow the usual formula that you do of pocket pages or whatever. So this is 15, and I just talked about volunteering. And this was actually from a video that my son took of me making Play-Doh, and it was too sticky, and so I showed him my hands, and so I took a screenshot of the video and just included it there. And then this is them playing with the Play-Doh, and then the Play-Doh right there. And then on the back, I just talk about my favorite prep and landing show. Really loved making that, and this is all digital, and then I printed it and added some Elle Studio and a little photo. This was a quote that I think aliedwards had. Write this on your heart. I can make my own magic. We don't always get to pick the story, but we can get to pick how we respond. And then more hand-cut letters right there. And just a reminder myself that even everyday moments can be magical. And that's kind of what happened here. We had, usually during the Christmas season, we'll get a big refrigerator box and we'll put lights in it. So that's what we had here. And we just took some silly selfies in there. And then this is 17. The first part of the day was some self-care for myself, and I totally went outside the box of the colors, and I was kind of freaking out, like, oh my gosh, there's no green and blue, and but it was totally fine. Freaking out for no reason. And then in the evening, we went to a family movie, so I finally used one of those rubber embellishments and a 17, and just little phrases right there. Then on the 18th, my son had surgery to remove his 2 front teeth because they were not coming out. And so I just had a photo of him cuddling with me, and I just documented the story. And then this was a photo of the drawing that he did about him being brave and lasers and shooting the teeth. So I had to include that. Of course I had to include that. and then 19 Elle Studio products in my usual aliedwards album. So, but I love, love, love this page. It's my daughter and I, and you know how people get this photo of them at Target during the Christmas season? I see a lot of December daily people doing that. So I had to do that, and I got her and her cute little face looking so inquisitive. And this is a bag that I took a close-up of, and I kind of got it right in frame, and I took a picture of the bag, and I was able to make it almost like a journaling card. So super love how that came out. I think these are more 19 stories because she went to gymnastics. So I just included those, and it was their winter showcase. And then this one is documenting a story from the 20th about how I was running around and I was getting everything accomplished, all the different activities and cookies and forgetting lunches, and I treated myself to one of my favorite candies. And then my son came home with a game, the dreidel game, and he absolutely loved it. So I included a definition and then a little story. More on the 20th, my daughter's the Santa coming to visit preschool. So I did another flip up, more hand cut letters. 20 again was a book club, so I had to include that. Lots of little clusters, and then I used this card from Integrated Bubble. 21 in stack it's all Elle Studio, going to Big Brother's classroom for his little party. I even used yellow. I mean, seriously guys, I break all the rules in here. Like, there's probably no bright yellow and pink anywhere else in this album, but you just roll with it for December daily. It all works. And then 22 was just hanging out on the couch with my daughter. I wound up with only 2 Snapchat selfie pictures, and so I just went with that, and I just talked about the day and stacked a bunch of different types of word strips. 23, my friend came to visit, went with Elle Studio again, and then on the back is him with the kiddos in front of the tree. Then I used Integrated Bubble, trimmed the photos, made templates or little shapes so I could fit the photos right in there because it was dark and the lighting wasn't the best, so these are all black and white. And I just used Pick Tap Go to fix them up. One of the gifts their uncle gave them, and they were flying it, so I took a picture. One of the houses that we go to in this court totally decks out their garage. So I always get a photo of one of my kids looking on in amazement. So that's what it is. And then in here is more photos that I include from the court that we go to, and one of Brea and her uncle. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, and I put a 10. This is 24, and we start off with some Snapchat selfies, and then some more, all of us being elves. I had to make sure that we got all of them. 24, I just took close-ups. This is actually done after Christmas and after we took down the display of the calendar. I just set up the Legos on a white background and took pictures of all the different ones and documented some of our favorites. And this is Christmas, full page photo with all the gifts, and then a big star. And then on the back is our photo and just a little clustering right there. And then, of course, the mess, part of the mess. I didn't get the full mess that year. And then one of the dudes, one of the girls, and then for this year, I tend to either do collages or pockets. The amount of photos on Christmas is overwhelming, so I usually just pick my favorites and call it a day. And for this one, I made a pocket. I got some chipboard, and I just made myself a pocket. So I got one of Papa opening his gifts from the kids, all of us, the kids and Grandma, running with cousins, more cousin fun, and then all of us. And then I just stick them in here. And then I'm so terrible about getting pictures with my in-laws on the next day when we usually celebrate it. So I'm gonna be better about that. I think I was better about that with 2018, and I definitely will for 2019. And then some more photos, because I just wanted to go into the next part of the holiday seamlessly. So I just put in 3 and then a card. So this goes into after Christmas and the kids enjoying the big present from mom and dad, the trampoline, And I'm sure I got this idea from somebody, I just don't remember who, but somebody did a lineup of the kids' presents. So that's what I did. I took their presents, like their favorite ones, and just put them on there. And then he had got a Razor scooter as well. And then my daughters as well. And then I put a card for December loves, and then a heart. And then this just covers the rest of the year, and some more embellishments and wrapping paper and tickets. And then that's it. That's what we got for this entire incredible, amazing album. I just love this project. My house doesn't get cleaned, my desk doesn't get cleaned, but I get to create an amazing album. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, and I hope you check out 2016 as well. So thanks so much for watching this detailed walkthrough of December Daily. It's such an awesome project. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.